Topping news tonight. Do you have what it takes to be a correctional officer? The Bahamas Department of Corrections hosting its recruitment drive at the St. George's Gymnasium today, and their aim is to bolster the department with new officers across the wide spectrum of opportunities. Shane Stubbs has more in tonight's top story.
It's a Career Commissioner of Corrections, Dawn Clare, deems rewarding the Bahamas Department of Corrections hosting its one-day recruiting drive on the island today.
It is our hope and desire to recruit at least about 15 persons from Grand Bahama. Last year, we were successful in getting up to 10 persons, which was the first time in our history of getting persons from Grand Bahama on a large scale.
The goal is to have that same success recruiting from all of the major family islands.
We're looking for 100 recruits this year. We are going to Eleuthera next week, and then Andros the week after. And then we have Exuma. And then the rest of the islands in the far-flung southern Bahamas, we will use video conferencing.
Claire emphasizes that a career as a corrections officer is more than just about overseeing the incarcerated.
We're looking at the opportunity to go in at least about 25 different areas in the Bahamas Department of Corrections. You can do nursing, you can do teaching. We are soon to open up a wing. We are now trying to diversify what we do. We are trying now to be a full correctional facility.
According to Commissioner Clare, the incoming squad is expected to be transferred to the parole department. For Grand Bahamian recruits, the most likely scenario for them would be to have positions as parole officers here at home.
Each person that will be employed from Grand Bahama this year, it is likely that we will send them back to Grand Bahama to be parole officers.
Noting Grand Bahama makes up for the second largest input of prisoners. Once the proposed parole bill is passed, which eliminates remission, Claire says more parole officers on the island would be beneficial to verify if the parole board's conditions are being met.
Every year we're looking at over 200 persons who's incarcerated from Grand Bahama. Once you spend 6 or 7 years in prison, the remaining 3 years will be spent in the community in which they came from. They now need officers to monitor them because they will be released on conditions. They may say that you cannot go to any nightclubs. You cannot walk the streets after 6 p.m. You cannot smoke, you cannot drink, take drugs. And we need someone to verify that the parole board conditions is carried out.
Now, with a few more trips to make, Commissioner Clare says training is expected to start sometime in April. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.